We've got here a signal ground. Now use the signal ground to put your grounding wire from your turntable. Put the turn line to a little hook, put the wire on there like that, and screw it in just like that. Next, I'll hook up my turntable into my MPC4000. These are your Rca inputs right here. Another one right there. You got to make sure you only put turntables in here. The reason why they've got some sort of phono equalizer, which is applied to compensate for the frequency response of the signal that comes in the input here at these jacks. So these jacks are only good for phonos only. Put your turntables in, and that's it. Now here we have a switch. This input switch will select either the phono section or the line in mic record section. This side is for line mic. Now our line section is a really cool connector right here. You can either use a phono jack, it fit a little bit nice and tight too, or say on a microphone, got an XLR plug. Let me get one for you. Here's an XLR. I'll take this and pop it right in there. I've got input from a mic line. Now MIDI is musical instrument digital interface. I can use this cable at input or output. I may want to input a keyboard part or send that keyboard part out to a module or to another MIDI receiving device. Here, I can put it in as two. I can put one here and one. I can have two MIDI ins. I can also get a MIDI cable so the MIDI out to another instrument, in and out. Which is the section right here. We can run the main out from there to our speakers or to our main mixer system. We can use XLR, or over here we can use quarter inch. It's the cable. This, of course. Now, of course, we use a female to the male to get our output to go XLR out to our main output. This is really cool because you now either have an XLR or we can use a quarter inch. This is a USB cable. My other end goes into my computer. I'll take this, make sure I got it right here, and use a USB cable. Next. This is a USB cable. My other end goes into my computer. I'll take this, make sure I got it right here, and use a USB cable. I want to show you a Scuzzy drive. How I use a Scuzzy. Here's a Scuzzy Connection first. Now Scuzzy we use to move, I guess, transfer data back and forth from some sort of storage device. A cable like this, snaps right on. And take it out. See these little snaps, these little quickly check out. Take it like this, just put it on. Okay, now I'm going to show you a zip drive. Now we like to use a zip drive with our MPC4000 because we have a lot of our own sounds, our Sample Kings disc we use with our MPC. Now we have a 50 pin, showed you earlier, and here on the back of my Scuzzy is a 25 pin, which I normally, like I showed you before, will just hook up right there. Got a foot switch right here. There's a cable for it. I'll plug it right into here for a foot switch. Now, SMPTE was invented by the Society of Motion Pictures Television Engineers, and it's called a SMPTE code. Now, we can go input, and we can go output. And we use the code to sync our MPC4000 with receiving a SMPTE code or sending out a code to another device that will receive it and will interpret the code so that device will be in sync with our MPC pattern or sequences. The digital RCA cable is right here. So we can record into our MPC digitally. We also have, as you can see right here, our outputs. Those outputs are for setting, let's say maybe a bass drum or a snare drum, a hi-hat, a kick, or sample loop, out of these outputs. As you can see also, it's 1, then 2 right, 1 left, 2 right, 3 left, 4 right. So you can set in stereo pairs. We have 4 pairs, or we have 8 separate outputs. We also have a system known as ADATs, which are really cool. If you got them, and you can use them sometimes. We don't use them anymore in our studios. We tend to use a lot of Pro Tools, but we do dump from ADAT. So here, we have light pipe connect. Let me pull these little plugs out. So right there, we can plug a light pipe cable directly into our ADAT and record digitally again. We can light pipe in and light pipe out. We have our own tags on here so we know. See this ADAT there and DA7 there? We can record from separate systems, or ADAT or DA7. We can record light pipe in and out of our MPC. This is a really cool feature. We also have a word clock, which will lock up our sample rate. That goes like that. See, let me show you this cable. This is the cable here. Inside there is a little wire that goes inside. Take this, put it on the edge, and we lock it in. And that's our word clock in. The power goes, thanks O, right over here. Right there our power cable goes in. Put that in last. Now once you're set up, you're ready to go. Okay, here on the front, we've got a couple of connections also. We've got a USB connection right here. And this USB connection, it allows you to use like a USB CD-ROM or a movable drive or even a USB keyboard. It's really cool. And right here, as for of course our headphones, and we also have a little turn the dial, and we can adjust the headset level. Now here, to get some extra money, you can insert like a 3.5 disk drive here. And on the other end here, on ours, we have a CD-ROM, so we can read CDs into our MPC4000.